Hello, my name is Mugabi Byenkya. I am a disabled three-time stroke survivor who manages a bunch of disabilities as a result of that. And I would like to thank the organizers of LitLive and the Ontario Deaf, Hard of Hearing, Disabled, Mad, and Neuroatypical Poetics Festival for having me for this virtual reading today. It's an honor and a privilege. I was actually supposed to perform in person in 2019, but unfortunately, I had a seizure and was unable to make it, and so I appreciate the organizers and especially Shane for being accommodating and gracious and for having me virtually around this time. Brief image description of myself. I am a dark-skinned black human with curly hair with a 4B curl pattern. I am wearing white glasses with a white frame because I am nearsighted. I have a small afro and a full luscious beard, which are both combed out, and I'm wearing a pink kitenge fabric shirt with blue dots and white circles and black lines running through it. I am also an award-winning writer of prose, poetry, comics, drama, essays, and songs. If you'd like to find out more information about myself and my work and or purchase my work, I have two full-length works thus far. My debut novel memoir, which was award-nominated and a Ugandan bestseller, Dear Philomena, and my award-nominated debut mixtape, which blurs the lines between poetry and hip-hop, Songs from Men 2, published in 2017 and released via the independent American record label Hello America Stereo Cassette in 2022, respectively. Dear Philomena was published by Discovery Diversity Publishing in Toronto. And I have a forthcoming chapbook titled Songs for Women, which is a prequel to Songs for Men 2, my debut mixtape. And it will be released via the Sheffield Chapbooks, which is an imprint of Gordon Hill Press. And I'm very excited for that forthcoming publication. And tonight I'll be performing a selection of poems from said chapbook. The first poem I'll be reading is titled Philomena's Interlude Part 1. He was always the sissy boy, but what comes with the territory doesn't always come with joy, raised by their mother. As the Philomena she wanted, never realized the extent this foreshadowed their gender expression. Older sisters perpetuated mother's wishes, dressed in hand-me-down frilly dresses. Tea parties and slumber parties, girl talk and dress up, dove into their mother's makeup cabinet, fascinated with the forbidden world, foundation and Fenty, eyeshadow and Iman, blush and bliss. So that was Philomena's Interlude Part 1. The second poem that I'll be reading today is titled Don't Touch My Hair. Don't Touch My Hair. Dhaka, Bangladesh, 1999. Don't touch my hair, I said to the Bangladeshi child who grabbed a clump of my luscious afro and yanked back, jarring me out of my daydream, back into the realities of being a black face in a brown space. Don't touch my hair, I repeated, turning around, swatting the boy's hand away as he ran away, sheepish grin, knuckles protruding from his skin, fiercely clutching his treasure, my curls, his foreign object, my curls, his conquest, my curls. Don't touch my hair, I repeated. The boy was long gone, but the feeling of otherness, the feeling of exoticism, the feeling of thirst, those feelings lingered. Kampala, Uganda, 2006. Don't touch my hair. Never had I ever expected to be using these 4 words in Uganda of all places. Don't touch my hair, I repeated, ignoring claims and hollow justifications as to the unique texture, bounciness, volume of my hair. Why am I still exotic as a black face in a black space? Don't touch my hair, I repeat, as they try to act like being touched without consent is a compliment. Act like I should be grateful and flattered for them touching me without my consent. Act like I don't know or appreciate the true beauty of my own hair, but they do. And they can teach me just how special I am. Lawrence, Kansas, USA, 2010. Don't touch my hair, I say without looking back, as I feel the hand press into my freshly combed afro and continue to sink. The splayed hand plunges all the way until it rests on my scalp. I've never really had a black friend before, and so I never touched a black person's hair before, and I just wanted to know how it felt. It feels so cool. It's like a sponge. White woman exclaims as I give her hella side-eye. Don't touch my hair. That was Don't Touch My Hair. Thank you so much. And just a quick side note, I actually wrote that poem before the popular Solange song came out. So the next poem I'll be reading is called Do Not Judge Me by My Weak Handshake. Your right hand reaches out. My anxiety rises. Your right hand continues to swing upwards, propelled by able-bodied shoulder lever action. You can do this without thinking about it. Globules of sweat on my nose, foreheads, palms, and soles engorge. Hyperhidrosis sucks. Anxiety only makes it worse. Handshakes always make me anxious. I attempt to wipe the sweat on my right palm off against my right pant leg, while using my left hand to fish out my ride or die crimson and Pantone checkered handkerchief out of my left pocket to wipe the engorged globules of sweat off of my nose, forehead, and palms for good measure. My socks absorb the sweat from my soles. I wish wearing gloves was more socially acceptable. Your eyebrows raise. I awkwardly propel my right hand upwards. Bent shoulder, bent elbow, spastic clenched right hand, lots of fatigue. Your eyebrows raise higher. My spastic right hand attempts to splay out, but instead starts spasming. Your eyebrows raise even higher. I attempt to place my hand in yours. You have been awkwardly waiting for me to complete the handshake, so as soon as my hand is in the general vicinity, you grip firmly. I spasm as my double-jointed pinky raises straight out like I'm part of genteel society sipping tea. Your eyebrows raise higher than I've ever seen. You take a step back. I smile and say, "It's nice to meet you." You grimace. I smile and think, why can't I shake hands with my left hand? So that was Do Not Judge Me by My Weak Handshake. The next poem I'll be reading is titled Professor Poopy Pants, and this was actually turned into a song on my award-nominated debut mixtape Songs for Women 2. So if you feel like listening to it, feel free to check it out. The link is available on my website. It's been a while since I wrote some new poetry. Oh, it's been a while since I channeled my inner Jodeci. Oh, it's been a while since I cried over the loss of my faculties. It's been a while since I defecated in bed because I lost control of me. Wide-eyed and groggy mind state, oxymoron, yet description of my state of being as I shuddered awake to a squelching feeling running down my pants, faster than Captain Underpants, pranced around town chasing after Professor Poopy Pants. No doctorate, but my pants are poopy. Did I just poop in my pants? Absolutely. There's no fade to black like a scene in a movie because I just pooped my pants, and that's a major oopsies. Now you might be chuckling and wondering how I could get to the point where I poop in my pants while asleep. You won't be chuckling when you discern that it's due to me suffering from 3 strokes by the time I turned 23. At the time, life was so stressful and depressing that pooping my pants was honestly a relief, for I went to bed most nights wishing for death. But that morning, I woke up to some comic relief. That was Professor Poopy Pants. In conclusion, I'd like to thank everyone very much for joining me during this virtual reading. I'd like to give a special shout out to Shane, to the Sheffield Chapbooks, to Gordon Hill Press, and to all the individual publications who published some of these poems prior to them being in the chapbook, namely Crush One, Olongo Africa, and African Writer. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great rest of your day. And feel free to follow me on Instagram at Mugabs, Mugabs, on Twitter at MugabsB, MugabsB, and on Facebook, Mugabi Byenkya. Thank you.